Okay, so the painting is next, but before we do any painting we're going to prime it. And yes, that sanding was a bit of a nightmare to us, but not too much of a mess. It's all sanded down and it looks really perfect. So now, just to make sure, I'm just going to prime it. Now what I don't normally use like a grey or anything. I'm actually using white primer. Just pour a little bit into there. Just let the flow going a bit more. That's better. So naturally a primer at this stage is, it was given by a good friend of mine, Steve Mottram, as I've said before. Now the actual primer is it's actually white, so most people don't normally do for a white primer, but actually I actually do like having a white primer for most subjects. The only that's just kicking in again. The only time I probably use black primer is either for tanks, armoured vehicles, or even figures, pretty much. That's the only time I use it, because naturally it's a different. What you got to think about is what environment was it placed in, sort of thing. And so with that's how it works. So just give this whole coat of primer, won't be too long, and then we'll actually get on with painting. It's actually going down pretty well. Not bad at all. Doesn't actually look too bad. Oh dude, it's just this actual compressor. In all fairness, I did have an actual bigger one in the garage, like if you watch my previous videos. But really, that was just a pain. So naturally, I'm going to paint with low primer. I'm actually using the actual Revel paints to actually get all, to get all actually coated up and nice and brushed. And actually, the actual cone is actually in yellow, so I think I'm going to mask that off first, and then naturally do the rest then, because it's going to take a while to do. But apart from that, I'll just carry on. Okay, so with everything primed and ready to paint, so in white, I'm going to start doing the yellow camouflage pattern. I've actually, well, the yellow schemes anyway. I've decided to go for this one, not this one, the standard scheme with the blue tail, and it's all got yellow across the nose, under the wings, and yellow band across there. So, oh great, so yeah, it just leaks a tiny touch onto the table. Oh. Okay, why is it? Right, I just need to turn the pressure down, I think. There we are. Let's get a nice thin layer. Over like so. Okay, so I'm going to have to get some more paint from somewhere. That's a very useful tip. Oh well. Right, I'll carry on painting the yellow then. Alright then, it's all masked off, it's all ready for painting. Now what we're going to do is, because I ran out of the Revel paint that I would use for the Finnish green camouflage, I did some research and I found out that this colour, XF67, is a close relevant colour to the actual Finnish green that I went for. It's supposed to be an olive green, but I think the olive green here is a bit too dark, so we're going to start with the NATO green. I'm going to do a nice curve at the top, if I can actually get my airbrush, which is here. I took the end off because it's trying to come here. Come on. Like so. Masked everything up as well with blue tack and sellotape. Well, masking tape I should say. Let's see. Come on, start spraying through. Please start spraying through. Oh, that's better. That's better. So just gonna give the model a nice coat of this green over the top. So it doesn't actually look too bad. Give it a good coat actually of this green, because it's most happens when you spray a model and it gets wrong. It gets that pattern that I don't really like on. So I think that's what the plan of action is. So I'm going to continue spraying the green and sort out what's going to happen now. Okay guys, you can tell that the yellow is actually done. Obviously you can tell it's done because naturally I've just messed it all up. So now we're going to do the underside, Finnish Air Force colour. Underneath it was the XF80 light grey, so we're just going to spray it on. I recently got this today pretty much because as a local hobby shop, this place has been open, no word of a lie, 25 years. I have discovered it last week. That'll probably be in one of my updates, so if you're a subscriber and you watch this video, you probably know why. But reality, it sells much more better stuff than my local Hobbycraft, which is so far better. For me anyway, not for Hobbycraft. So I don't know why this keeps sticking, but it's getting on my nerves. Anyway, just going to pour it straight into the bowl. Should be okay to spray. Yep, it is, look at that. And already you have to kick in, don't you? Oh god, these compressors. Okay, so just give it a nice coat. It's the best thing about painting in yellow. Well, sorry, white for the primer. Obviously it comes out a better colour. Like so. This is what we're pretty much going to do now, just spray in XF80 all over the bottom. And then once that is dry, oh, will you not shut up? You know, it's alright, you start talking and the compressor kicks in, just why? Oh well. I suppose it's something I'll have to deal with, as you put it. Like so. There we are. Right, so let's give it a nice coat. Eventually, he says. And once that is dry, I will go over again and give it another light coat. Painting, painting, painting. I always love it. Righty ho then, the Buffalo is, well, it's getting the decaling on. It's had 2 coats of gloss varnish already, so should be alright. Any problems? No, it's just a few hairs here and there, but I can soon get that out with the chipping or just scratch it out. There's trouble with when using the brush, I suppose, but we can get that out with the chipping. Apart from that, we're getting the decaling done, and yeah, well, I'm just wondering which decals to actually Special Hobby get, because it doesn't say what decals they are. Let's have a look. I think they're actually their own company. Made in Italy. Oh, here we go. Printed by Cartograph. So, yeah, that's why. Because I'm actually finding these decals really easy to work with. So obviously, that's first for Special Hobby decals, and if a Cartograph, say no more. So as I said, as I said, and as you can tell, I'm doing this version, which is Camouflage B. And it is just a standard scheme with the blue tail fin, and yeah, it looks perfect pretty much. I'm just going through. There's no stencils out. The only stencils I have found on the actual model are, let me find, these ones here, which are the gun ammo casing joins or something like that, and then this white line here on both sides of the fuselage that shows where to step up into the cockpit, pretty much for the grab handles or whatever. But apart from that, that's really much it for stencils. There's no stencils on the Buffalo, which is a bit weird, but there you go, that's how it is. So naturally I'm just putting the main decals on, which are the blue swastikas on the side, and then of course we're actually doing the numbers, which is BW393. Oh, actually tell I, there is another stencil, I've just seen it. I don't know what it's for, let's have a look. I think it's actually two holes that go into the main frame, which show where if you want to hold the actual aircraft up, where's the best place to hold the back of it up. So that's really interesting. Never seen that before, but that's how it is. So I'm just waiting for this other decal to lift up from the deck and just knock that over, why don't I? Very smart of me. It's not lifting up. No, I don't want to lift up just yet. It's always waiting around. So I think the main building process of this special hobby, just having a quick review while that's coming up, I think the main building process is a pain because of how it is, but I reckon that if you pretty much just learn the basic things of it and how special hobby are, then you should be able to work out just fine. But special hobby by name, special hobby by nature, as they say. And have you not lifted up yet? Nope, you haven't. Let's just have a quick look. Check. No. Looks like this waiting game is going to take an absolute nightmare.
A few moments later.
Okay, so it's actually finally lifted up after some time. And as always, no, I know not a lot of people use this, but I'm actually using Homebrew Decal Fix. Yes, I know what you're screaming at the actual computer screen or TV screen now, saying, why are you using that? Well, I've used it ever since, and I've had no problems with it at all whatsoever, so I'm afraid it's just how I am. Yes, I've always been weird right from the very start. Everyone can say that about me. So yep, there we are. Obviously, getting it aligned is always an issue when you point to the model. Let's have a look. I might just have to have taken it out of screenshot here, guys, just to see whereabouts I'm going with this. So just bear with me a second. So you gotta bring it up to the eye level, obviously, to see whereabouts you're actually putting the model. It just needs to be down just a touch. Oh, knocked out of place. That's about alright. See, what I'm doing is I'm comparing it with the other one. See if it's the right height. About there. Obviously, just twist it round. See if this trouble is, you'll get these people say that this one's wrong, then compared to the other side. That's the only problem in modelling. But I think I've got it. I think I have actually got it. So if it's in place, obviously tap it down with a bit of tissue paper. There we are. So there we are. The decal is actually now on the model. It's looking pretty decent, guys. So no wonder I found these decals going so good, because they're actually cartograph decals. There we are. I'm just going to check whether that is actually right in place or not. So, yep, I think that's okay. Just bring it back just a touch. No, I think I'm just going to leave it like that. There we are. That is in place, just like that, as I say. Right, so with that, I think I'm now going to go away, get this done and dusted, all the decking at least, and then obviously carry on with weathering. Yep, sounds like a plan.